So, when was the last time you unplugged and distanced yourself from the noise of daily existence? Have you ever consciously taken time out to exist in silence and connect with your higher conscience? If you never have, allow us to introduce you to the awesome healing power of silence and the benefits of being silent that you may be missing out on. This is one more method to help master your manifestation skills. Before we start, hit subscribe and notifications so you don't miss a thing. So let's begin. Whatever your temperament type, retreating into silence for a period of time would be highly beneficial. The world is just so busy. Are you allowing yourself the time to retreat, exist in a quiet space, away from all the hustle and bustle? Taking some time to connect with your authentic self is a healthy step that aligns you with the law of attraction. Your anxiety levels will be lower, you'll be more centered, and generally more happy. Because you'll be able to connect with your true self in a silent space, you'll also be able to unlock your creativity. You start to connect to that part of yourself that is passionate and creative and allows the real you to blossom. When you allow yourself to retreat and exist in silence, you're able to better connect with the universal power. You start to see the interconnectedness of everything on and around yourself, the earth, and what part you, along with every other person, plays in this universe. Silence also has a big effect on your physical health. For one, existing in silence can help you reduce your blood pressure, your blood cortisol levels, and even adrenaline levels. The kind of rest you get from periods of silence will keep you refreshed and always looking young. It's so important that we try to get away from the noise in our environment. Stay away from your phone, TV, friends, work, and everything that keeps your mind and body busy, too busy to actually focus on you. It's not just about getting rid of the noise around you, it's about getting rid of the noise within, too. It allows you to declutter your mind and connect with your higher conscience. But you may now be asking, how exactly do I find this silence in a world so busy and noisy? You don't have to start with a full day of existing in silence and nothingness. You could try it for just a few minutes at a time during your busy day. Take a break from your work or chores and just allow yourself to breathe. With practice and consistency, you'll find that you're able to stay for longer without having to keep busy or surround yourself with noise. We humans are currently addicted to noise and activity. Starting out practicing mindfulness by being silent might seem almost painful for some people. Some might get bored or antsy because they're used to being constantly on the move. However, consider your silent moment as sort of a detox from all the toxicity that is noise. It might feel like you're constantly struggling to empty your mind of many concerns. Emptying your mind is a real possibility. Let's talk about method number 1. One of the things you could do to achieve blocking out other sounds is to focus on the sounds of nature. Depending on where you are, you could listen to the wind, the rustling of the leaves on the tree, the sound of the ocean, or any sound that occurs naturally. If you can, try to make time to be in a natural setting. You could take a walk into the woods, go to the beach, or take a hike up a mountain. Be aware of the fact that this is not a time for a communal picnic or time out with friends. Try doing this alone so that you are not tempted to start a conversation. Just the journey to and from whatever natural setting of your choice could be all you need to press that reset button in your mind and free your mind of the stress. That is, provided you keep a meditative mind. As you take a walk or hike, make sure you pay attention to the sounds around you instead of ruminating on what you didn't do or what you should be doing or what you'll be doing when you get back. Focus on the here and now, which at that time should be the sounds of nature. Just sit in silence for a couple of minutes and allow the sense of stillness and quietness to wash over you. There are a number of reasons why going to directly experience nature might not be possible, such as being in a busy city that's not close to nature, or not being able to escape all of your responsibilities long enough to take a walk in the woods or take a hike. So while nature is an incredible idea and you should definitely spend time there if you can, you shouldn't have to give up on the idea of existing in a state of silence. Which brings us to method number 2. Try just sitting in a darkened room with no noise or distraction. You don't even need to have a special room for this. Just turn off the lights, because lights themselves could be a distraction. Turn off all your electronics or other distractions and revel in the silence. You could even make this part of your morning routine. Before you start your day, just sit in the silence and practice mindfulness. This will help prepare your mind for the barrage of your coming day. If you're new to practicing silence, you might find it difficult to sit in darkness doing nothing. It would be ideal for you to turn off all your gadgets so that you're not disturbed. However, to ease you into the world of silence, you could try listening to recorded sounds of nature. We'll put some links below. But the best way to experience this is to sit and feel the sound of nothing. This experience will allow you to disassociate from your environment, making it possible for you to connect with your inner self. This gets easier with practice, and before you know it, you're doing days of silence and stillness. In your period of silence, constantly saying in your mind that you will not talk is a guarantee that you'll end up with a crowded mind. You don't need to remind yourself over and over again what you should or should not be doing, just exist. Instead, consider steering your thoughts into a quiet, more solemn direction. If you catch yourself being overly conscious of your silence, think of a single peaceful thought or sound instead. Try to have an empty mind. Practicing mindfulness connects you with your inner self, making it easier for you to focus on the things that are most important in your life. You also get better at noticing when you're about to drown in the noise and bustle of your daily life. When you do, don't think that you have to wait till the next day to rid your mind of all the noise. You could take just a quick break for a couple of minutes, lock yourself somewhere, and just be quiet. Pay attention to your breathing and let the silence wash over you and wash away the stress. Just a couple of minutes could refresh you enough to tackle the rest of your day. Method number 3. Take a moment to watch the sunset or sunrise in silence. If you live in a place that can afford you the opportunity, going up to your roof or look out the window, and just looking at the sunrise or sunset could be quite calming. Because you'll be watching something happen, you might find it easier to be quiet instead of cluttering your mind with a myriad of thoughts. This practice can become habit forming, which is exactly what you need to give yourself those precious few moments to practice silence. Method number 4. Attend a silence retreat. You'll be with a number of other people existing in nature and reveling in the silence. Because it is a controlled program, you can be sure that distractions will be done away with and living arrangements will be made in such a way that the other participants do not pose a distraction. This typically consists of several days, a weekend, or a full week. The feeling you get from getting a few days to just be and exist as your true self without any responsibilities or distraction is something that nothing else can describe. As you get better at existing by yourself in silence, you'll find that inner peace is not all that difficult to achieve, and your true self is not too far to reach. Your mind will be healed, and a healthy mind will definitely result in a healthy body. Allow yourself to tap into your higher conscience. This practice of learning to find a quiet space and mastering silence is just one key skill that is needed to master manifestation. Other skills include, but not limited to, being in the right mindset, being grateful, journaling, tapping into your higher self, and meditation. We explore all of these in detail in other videos on this channel. So be sure to stick with us. This sums up our video for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and let us know if you found this practice of experiencing your silent space to be calming, and share your ideas in the comments below. We wish you much success on your mastering manifestation journey. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care.